John, what stands out about the way Easton's been playing as of late?
I just think he just continues to adapt to the league and getting a feel for the pace and physicality and I think just the overall grind of travel, playing every other day pretty much and all that kind of comes with that. So obviously he's got great hockey sense, great puck skills and understands the game real well. So you can just see him kind of getting a feel for the pace and all those sorts of things. So, yeah, he's doing a good job.
What does it mean to the group to see Tanev out there in a regular jersey today?
Yeah, it's exciting. We've really missed him. I think obviously the player and what he can do is really unique and very underrated. An elite defender, elite hockey sense, and on top of that, amazing leadership and certainly, his ability to block shots, just plays through anything. So he's a real warrior, and we've missed him. So it's great to see him getting closer and closer. So good sign for first and foremost for him, but for us as well, obviously.
John, the coach said on Saturday night he needs more from his leaders. I'm sure you heard that. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we just got to continue to play better, execute at a higher level, and be the difference makers, driving force for the group that's going to help propel us forward and play the way we need to play, earn the results that we want to earn, and that's the course of a long season. You keep pushing through all the ups and downs, and certainly up to leadership to steady things and understand the right times, continuing to elevate and do what you have to do to help the group in any way you can.
How down were you after that game Saturday?
That was disappointing. I mean, we're in a decent spot, late in the second, and we get behind it. Unfortunately, going into the third, but not the worst situation, being down one at home, and we come out flat, and all of a sudden we're down three, and really kind of sucked the life out of us, and we obviously have to do a much better job of the way we need to come out and be more aggressive, being on our toes, and just in simple areas of the game of just being on the right side of 50-50s and the way we're skating and moving our feet and putting ourselves in good positions to win pucks, gain more possession, play on their half of the ice, and really make them have to be challenged and have to defend.
John, Connor Bedard's been having just a tremendous season. Obviously, he's going to be out of the lineup tomorrow. How different does Chicago look with him out of the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's really becoming one of the best players in the league. Obviously, tremendous talent. But I think first and foremost, we want to take care of ourselves and making sure that we get to our game the way we need to get to, and understand, whoever, whatever that team or their lineup presents, ready for the challenge and understand that. So obviously a really, really good player that's out of our hands will prepare the way we need to.
You talk a little bit about you guys not coming out for the third period and starting strong. Are you able to pinpoint why that might happen in some cases at some points?
As like I just mentioned, just being more on our toes, just on times where we can get ourselves in better position to earn pucks back, being on top of them, the way we're moving our feet, closing time and space, things like that all of a sudden you put a couple plays in a row, we earn the puck back, we execute, and we support one another. All of a sudden you're on their half of the ice, and you're putting them under pressure, and then eventually breaking them down to earn opportunities offensively. So we can just be just more consistent in that area, and that's doing that game after game. That's the challenge that everyone's working for and trying to earn. So we know we can be better in those little details of the game that all of a sudden the things that might show up as big plays or important plays, it comes from those things.
Auston, what does it mean to the group to see Chris Tanev out there in a regular jersey today?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously he's a big part of our back end, big part of our team, and eats up a lot of minutes for us. Defensively, he's as sound as it gets. So it's great to see him. It's been great to see him on the ice in general over the last couple of weeks, but obviously it's different, when a guy joins practice, especially non-contact. So a lot of good signs pointing in the right direction for him.
What do you like playing on the line with William?
I mean, I think we've had a lot of experience together. I think, we're good at finding each other, kind of understanding each other's games. And he obviously is as skilled as it comes and makes plays and sees the ice really well and, plays with some good pace. So definitely a guy that I'm pretty comfortable playing with. I've played with lots before, so hopefully we can generate some good opportunities as we get going here.
Auston, on Saturday night, the coach said he wants more from his leaders. I'm sure you heard that. What's your reaction? What goes through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, we can all be better, obviously. The last 2 games, it's frustrating. You go into a game against San Jose, you got the lead, and then, the third period wasn't very good. And then, obviously, on Saturday, I think we're in a position where the game's right there. It's 3-2. Bad break on the third goal, but, I just think that the third periods we came out and we were just really flat and didn't have enough energy and just kind of let the game get out of hand. So, I think rightfully so. It's going to fall on the leaders, and that is fine. I mean, we've got to be better in that area and make sure that when we're in these tight games that, we just keep grinding and doing what was making us successful the first 2 periods.
Overall, where are you with your own game right now?
I mean, it's fine. It's been a grind lately. I think, for us, it's, trying to string together points and wins, and I think we've done a pretty decent job of that over the last 7, 8, 9, 10 games, and you just want to continue to put yourself in position to win games and do what you can to help the team win games. And I think over the last 2 games, I think some of the just details in our game and execution slipped a little bit, especially like I said in the third period. So just simple things that we want to clean up, but obviously these games are very, very important.
Why do you think this year feels like maybe a bit more of a grind than past years?
I don't know. I mean, every year presents different challenges, different circumstances. Obviously, it's hard to kind of pinpoint one certain thing. We've got a tough division. It's, there's a lot of different factors that go throughout the season, injuries, stuff like that. But, for us, for myself personally, I mean, it's just next game, doing whatever I can to help the team win. That's the most important thing for us in this room. You got to kind of put your individual stuff to the side and that kind of pride aside and do whatever is necessary to obviously help the team win. Of course, you want to produce, you want to score and do all that stuff, but I think the little things leak through the locker room just as much as the big things do.
Auston, when you look at these standings and just see how tight they are, when you refresh them, what comes to mind this year with how tight the Atlantic Division is?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been a dogfight in this division. I think now, maybe the teams that, were a little bit in a somewhat of a rebuild are now, they're contending, and there's not really any teams in our division that aren't, trying to contend to win right now and that have good teams, good players. So it's always been a dogfight in our division, I find, but I think this year especially, you look at the standings, everything's extremely, extremely close.
So, how are you feeling?
Yeah, feel good. It's great to be out there with everyone and sort of actually participate in my first practice.
Tomorrow night a target, or is that still up in the air?
It's a very fluid situation here, so we're gonna sort of go day by day, see how things are progressing here, and but as I said, really happy to be out there with the team and be a full participant in practice.
Can you take us back to November 1st and just how frightening that was for you and what went through your mind when it happened?
Yeah, not ideal, not a great situation, but sort of like a weird fluke hit, and obviously just want to thank our docs, our trainers, and the people in Philly there for really taking care of me and making sure that nothing catastrophic was wrong, and really appreciate that. Obviously, it was a little bit of a scary situation, but when you're around good people and surrounded by the right people, they really calm you down and make sure everything's okay. We're just doing things that need to be done to make sure you're safe.
What did you learn about the second opinion on Friday?
I mean, I knew I was going to be out for a period of time, so that sort of 6-week mark was Saturday, and then talked to our docs, a couple other docs, and was able to be a full participant in practice today.
What was the entire recovery process like for you being out for this extended time?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks not playing. Thankfully, I was allowed to skate and be active in the gym, so it's not like I had been skated for 5 weeks, and that really it makes it a lot harder to get back into game shape. And prepare yourself to play when you haven't skated for a period of time. I mean, I've skated a lot by myself or with Marshall, but at least you're able to stay on the ice and sweat and touch the puck, things like that.
Was surgery ever an option discussed?
I'm not really going to get into that, but talked to the docs, and they all agreed that I could come in and take some contact today, and now it's sort of going to be a fluid situation from here on out.
Obviously, it takes a while to get back into that game shape, but how did the body feel after skating today and getting a pair of pumps in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a bit different battling. I think that's the hardest. You can skate all you want, but getting into battles, fighting for pucks, just things happening at game speed is always an adjustment. So it was nice to be able to do some of that to sort of try to acclimatize myself to more of a game-like scenario.
What have you seen? What have you seen in the groups that fights to keep its head above water into playoff fight?
Yeah, I mean, guys are battling. I mean, Stetch has been amazing, come in and done such a good job for us, and I'm so happy for him. Obviously, goalies have been amazing, and I think overall defensively we've really improved the last probably 8-9 games. So since sort of we left to go on that road trip, so things have changed, and guys are battling, getting points, and it's a tough league, right? So we're playing a lot. Everyone's playing every night, so can't say enough about how hard guys are working. And like I said, so happy for Stetch to be able to come in here and do such a good job for us.
What stands out about the way that Troy approaches the game? I don't know, did you cross paths with him in Vancouver?
Yeah, I play at Vancouver, Calgary. I mean, I was in his wedding. He's one of my best friends, so he's. When I learned that we were going to get him, I was pretty pumped up, and so excited for him to get a new opportunity to play, and because I know how good of a player he is. So he's been great. He works his behind off every situation, and does his job. Isn't flashy, but works like he's double the size than he actually is.
Being out through so much stuff, but during this stretch, was there ever concern about your long-term health? Like, did you ever think about the repercussions, maybe?
You always think about things, and initially when that happened, you talk to doctors, and you have to determine the next steps, and obviously what's best for yourself and the game and hockey and your team and your family. As I said, really happy to be here and skate today, and it was great to be around the guys.
Being out there and
Last one here, guys.
how many different doctors have you spoken to?
I don't know, a few. I don't really want to get into specifics, but I've spoken to a few, and as I said, we're here right now.
Greg, we see Chris Tanev out there in regular shift. What's the prognosis? What's the goal for him?
Well, it's his first practice, and first practice with contact, so we're going to need more and see where he's at. He's not playing tomorrow.
Could he play before Christmas?
That's a good question. I've got to see how he keeps progressing here and how he does, but be great, but we'll see.
It's a long journey back for him. What do you make of? It's a long journey back for him. What do you make of what he's going through to get back?
Well, it's tough. I mean, obviously he's worked extremely hard on his own. You know, obviously our medical team's done a great job with him, and he's just taking it day by day. It's tough. It's tough for a guy like that. Been around, wants to be involved, wants to play, wants to help the team. But his attitude's been good about it all, and he's worked hard and, trying to prepare himself to get back.
What about Joe Wall's status for maybe tomorrow?
Possible. Is that a NFL word? Or questionable? Or doubtful? No, he did well today. There's a chance, he could be ready. Yeah, I think, he had a good practice. He feels good, so I'll sit down and talk to him. I haven't talked to him yet.
How much would that help with the workload that Dennis?
Well, I
is
think,
the-
yeah, for sure. Dennis had we had a heavy workload, and it would definitely help for sure.
Aside from that game on Saturday, do you think Berube can have more of a workload aside with Wall?
Well, he's shown he can handle it. I think he did a great job for us. And going into even last game, we limit a couple things. He gives us another chance to win the game.
In your mind, where's Austin's game in comparison to where it can be?
Yeah, it's not at the level that he wants it at, or us. And, it's not just about scoring goals, it's just the whole game in general, I think. But I do believe, and I think I know he believes it's going to get better here. And it's not just him. I think it's, our team in general. I thought we, like him, was trending in the right direction on the road there on that road trip. And since we've been home, I think it's dropped a little bit, our game. And not only him, but everybody's game. We can be better than that. And he's like everybody else. We got to all be better and going forward here, starting tomorrow.
What do you like?
Moving up there, an effort to help get Auston.
Well, I'm not seeing enough from that line in general, offensively or defensively. It's so I'm going to move Willie up there, and that has it could be a real good line. They got to work together and do things right, but it could be a real good line, and yeah, that's why I did it.
Why do you think that level of consistency has been elusive for Austin? Correct.
It's not like I said. It's not just on one guy. I think our consistency's been up and down a lot this year, and it bleeds through everybody on the team. I'm not going to just focus on one guy. It's not about one guy. It's about the team, and consistency is important in this league. You look around the standings and how tight it is, and you gotta be consistent, and we got to be better.
What do you like about the way Stevie, Easton, and Scott are playing together right now?
Well, that goes back to camp. They had good chemistry, and I think with Cowboy there, he just feeds off their energy. I think that line's got a ton of energy. They skate, they work, and it's a good fit for Cowboy. He's a guy that can finish and make some plays and produce for us, down there, which is important.
It's Joe Bowen night tomorrow.
Yes, it
Do you have
is.
a Bonesy story?
I don't have any stories, but I wasn't around here too much. But I love the guy, and I love when he comes around and we can talk and chat. I'm going to see him tomorrow morning. He'll be at the rink. So what a great career, and very happy for him. We love him.